Every February, 1,500 people travel to Vancouver, Canada for one of the most famous conferences in the world. They sit in this custom-built theater for 4 days, listening to talks by famous or brilliant people. No talk is more than 18 minutes long. Tickets cost $8,500, and it's sold out every year. This is the TED Conference. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. The conference begins again next week, this time with speakers like Al Gore, Norman Lear, and singer John Legend.
We are also influenced by our nonverbals.
But if you've ever seen a TED Talk, it's probably not because you went to the conference. It's probably because you've seen one of the talk videos.
Imagine that you were a bloodhound dog.
Today, 3 million people watch TED videos every day on TED.com, YouTube, Netflix, and even on airplanes. About 1 billion views a year. And it's all for free.
These talks spread because people want to share them. They're excited by the ideas.
Chris Anderson is the curator of TED. He owns and runs it. He's a believer in TED's slogan, "Ideas worth spreading." But you sell tickets to a conference.
Right.
And now you're giving it away.
Right. So that part was definitely scary. But the effect of doing this, of giving away our content, was to dramatically increase the demand for the conference. It was surprising and wonderful.
But there's another TED effect. The effect giving a talk has on the speaker. TED speakers come from all walks of life. They're not all household names. They just have ideas worth spreading. Even I've given a TED talk or two. Duke professor Dan Ariely has spoken at TED 7 times. Are you ever recognized in public from somebody who's seen the talks online?
Yeah, maybe once a day on average. People come and they say, I really like the research. It really touches me.
Or social progress expert Michael Green.
We've got people who are saying, you are a serious partner we want to work with because we know this is a credible idea because it's been on the TED stage.
In 2012, author Susan Cain gave a TED Talk about the power of introverts.
Introverts were pretty excellent just as they were, but for years
that's been watched online about 13 million times.
You know, you have a TED Talk and then suddenly everyone's inviting you to speak. My kids have now been to 10 countries.
So in the parallel universe where you had not spoken at TED,
yeah,
where would you and your book and your life be?
It came out 3 years ago and it's still now on the bestseller list. I don't think without TED, that would have been the case.
And so just relax your hand. What happens?
If you're a TED speaker, you're well aware that a great talk could catapult your career forward. So the pressure is on to put together an amazing talk.
Thank you guys for being such a good sport.
Speakers are now taking a week, sometimes months of preparation time to really think hard about what they want to say and how they want to say it.
And nowadays, your staff works with them to do this preparation, right?
Yes, that's right.
Of course, if the TED staff tweaks every talk, the risk is that they'll become formulaic.
Compostization.
In fact, TED Talks have become so distinctive that they've been parodied by TheOnion.com and Saturday Night Live.
I grew up in a modest family. We were so poor, my mama went to McDonald's and put a milkshake on layaway. Now, you know that ain't right.
We laugh along with everyone else at the kind of the cliched, you know, let me move you. We don't like that so much.
So you're not still hearing that the structure is becoming too similar?
No, we hear that from people who haven't looked at a lot of them recently. There's a lot more variety than there's ever been.
Nowadays, TED runs more than just one conference. There's also TED Global, TED Active, TED Women, TED Youth, and TED India.
We've got this giant fusion generator in the sky called the sun. And we just need to tap a little bit of that energy.
Then there are the 6,000 conferences that TED has let other people run. That program is called TEDx.
And I'm here to present a change in people's thoughts and attitudes.
And for the next generation, there are TED Ed clubs, a free high school program encouraging students to create their own talks.
When you watch the videos of these talks, it's so exciting to see some little wallflower kid come on with confidence and share something that they're passionate about.
Put together all of these talks and gatherings and videos, and you've got an outfit with a huge impact. But according to curator Chris Anderson, the TED effect still isn't big enough. There's still work to be done.
Sharing of knowledge is as important a task as humanity has, and we want to continue to figure out how to help do that in whatever way we can. And that's a huge and exciting quest over the next few years.